Hi there, we've been doing a bit of bits and pieces basically. I'll use that. I painted all those blue, which matches the colour. Just recently snapped that wheel off while I was trying to do the redo of the stripes on the side here. And so we're in an area of masking, so we've got 3 yellows going there. That stays green, so I have to mask over that. That goes to a pale grey sort of colour, and that remains the same. So that there. Now I also have got to cut a nice big red, or 2 circles. First circle being for the outer grey, and I feel I'll do Japanese navy grey, I think. Is it? Yeah, Japanese navy grey will be that colour. Based on the fact that, funnily enough, this is the Oscar was used mainly for Japanese Army, not Japanese Navy, in IJN, so Imperial Japanese Navy. But it's a grey which will match the thing. I'm trying to get that same sort of weathered look repeated up on here, and I'm going to have to do my learning skills on the spray paint, so we'll work on that. And the other thing is that I have done the proportionately done a new aerial which will run from there to the tail, and then drop down to a little knob that's just about there to the aerial wire. The weird radio comm setup, so that's it. That's good. Engine's been put back on. I've given that a bit of wear technology. That, the propeller, then the thing, and the engine, which you should see, has now been seated back in and has got some ignition wires on it, which is terrific. So, white, you go down first, that's white, and you click in at the top. Good, done. That. So, yeah. Once I get these things sprayed and put the new roundel on it, I can then give it the wash, which is what I'm looking to do. The other thing too, I got that back on. Oh, tail wheels are so hard to reset and get the glue to dry in time for that. You sit there for 5 minutes or so, just hanging on to the wheel for even the Flexi CA, the black Flexi CA glue to stick. And the other one is, the last little bit is the colours on the end of the wings. I've painted those on as well. So once I get those done, I can give it a wash. So we're doing good. Now, as part of the learning curve, I will not be showing you my misfortunes on how to spray 3 bands of yellow and 1 band of grey. That'll be just too much fun for everybody else to see on television, on the screen, on the way that you think it. So we shall save the frivolity till after I've actually got it achieved. Never used a spray gun before. I could paint the damn thing, but I've got to learn how to use it at one point in time, and the time that I do intend to use it is for was for the 72nd scale Russian bomber thing that a mate of mine gave me that I thought, yeah, that'll work out well for a learning curve. So that's what I intended to do with learning how to use an airbrush. But not all things go the way you want them to go. So this came along, and this is only the third in my restoration, so I know I've got the Stuka, which has got a snake symbol down the side, which will need to be done, so there's another learning curve for me. Why does that look like that? Because it does. Okay, just go with it and leave it at that. 'Right, measurement time. What distance are we running to throw that? Oh, well, I'll do that one. So that's 20 mil, just go all the way around. We'll do the yellow first. Could have cut that even shorter, actually. Right. Three stripes. That's a bad joint. Okay, and they've got to have some sort of they're not vertical around, they got a little bit of forward movement on them, which is good. So we can do that. That's that one. That'll be done in a yellow green. It's not yellow like it's not yellow at the front here. It'll be more a yellow green, softer yellow. Hopefully more so in the same sort of vein as what the masking tape yellow is there. And the second one, as I said, pale green. Do I want to go? Yeah, I do. Just for safety's sake, give it a little bit more. That, and there. It could be paint going everywhere, you never know. So that's that. Right, that's where we're up. Classic about this thing, I drilled the hole for it to go in there, I put it in that and lost it in the hole. Straight down into the fuselage. I thought, I'll never get that back, and it's the perfect size. I was lucky. I got it to come out through the exhaust pipe manifold, so very lucky. Okay, next time you see it, hopefully we'll have that done. Welcome to Spray Booth, and that's what it's sort of the size of it. One second, I'll put a plane in there and we'll be able to tell you how big it is. There you go, that's the 32nd scale that I'm playing with in there, and what I got to do is give those three stripes a colour. Alright, we're just working on doing the pattern for the roundel. I got this one at my local Spotlight store. Hopefully it swings around and cuts the blade. It'll cut nicely across that. There. And the other one is Okay, so I got an inner and an outer circle now. Just make it out on the an inner and an outer circle. So that'll be becoming the red dot on the side of the fuselage. Right, we've got first part there. I'm just trying to get those seams nice and squared in. My little friend there wasn't playing the game at the okay, that one down. Okay, got the whole piece in that one. Let's have a boat peep. Go with that. Right, get rid of that. A bit sharper because it bled a little on that. Bled a little on the yellow. And this stuff's not supposed to bleed. What's that? Right. Oh, we got that many utensils we don't know what to use. Alright, we want that little ring to come out. First. Why aren't you sticking down? Done and done, and funnily enough, I got it about right there too. Okay, so the next job will be to remove the red, give the edge area a spray with grey, replace the red, replace that what will be the red, and make sure I've got that sort of surround. No, the other way around, sorry. What am I thinking? Spray it red, put it in, and give that little piece of grey around the other way. Thinking backwards. So that's for the job tomorrow. The yellow ones turned out faded and worn like I wanted them to, which matches the rest of the thing. Should do something about that, but the wash might do something for it. I'll try and make sure that we cut back on how bright that yellow is and how bright that blue is because we've just painted it. Okay, so that's the next job. Tomorrow, yeah, and I've still got to do that grey spell there, so sort of success. Not being phobic about it, but it worked to a point. Now, how does this thing go back? Done. Alright, only cost me a few dollars at my local store, and it actually comes with spare blades. Beauty. I can live with that. Done. Hi there, we're going to be doing a wash on the old Oscar here, and I've chosen brown, and I now have it all over my bench as I poured it out, so brown it's going to be. So we'll give her a whole hit, rub it in, see what colour we can come up with that will give us a bit of the highlights. It's a reddish brown too. True to Florrie statement, once it dries you can rub it off if you don't like it. Well, I didn't like it on there, so that's good. Now this hasn't been glossed with anything prior, so there's no gloss coat. It's the original paint I put on there 40 odd years ago, and that's what we're going to go with. Won't go showing too much of rivet line really, because all the rivets are up on the model, so don't look at the underneath. I would say we've got well, that's enamel. I think the paint, don't do that. I think the paints I used back then were enamel based paints. They weren't acrylic based, which is well not sticking on. So wash brush in a minute. Alright, let's see what we can do. We'll get out of that. Make an impression with a few cotton wool board tips and see what happens. Had a shot at the back here, and we'll keep working from the back. My tail wheels come off again. I'm not happy. So I'm going to have to invest in the thing that has the plane sit on a cradle or something like that. And after you've blown a couple of wheels, okay, we go with that. That's good. We're going to do. Okay, what else we got to do before I put a thing on coat? I've got that ingrained. Probably some exhaust stain. tail wheel put back on. You just need some grey over that, some sort of grey. What have I got? Alright, time to finish this up, put it to bed. I've just given it a matte spray coat. Snapped the wheel off again last night when I was playing with it. I've done the wash and wiped all that off, which you've seen. So ready to go. Now the only thing I need is aerial wire and a Pt2 tube. Now I'm working on what's going to look good is a Pt2 tube, because it's got to trim down at the end for the air to go through. It comes out about here. Whether to do that and sand that down just a fraction, which could be easy, or one long metal one. Stick it in there, cut it off there and grind that down. I think that one there could probably be a better option and drill a hole. So we'll do that. I'll go and cut that because I don't have the metal cutters up here for that, and I don't want to use the other trimmer. Go at about that length, and I'll just put some grinder on that and just take that away. So bear with me while we go and miniaturize a paperclip. One paperclip debunked. So right, what we do, we'll do it this way probably. Find out how the drill hole is. .86. It's a 0.9 with glue then, isn't it? A hole, one test fit. Perfecto mundo. Right, dull glue, put him in there. Come on, there's a bit of liquid there, you should go in there, that way. Let's have a look at that way. Beautiful. One Pt2 tube. Aero rigging from Infinity models. Come on, I know I tuck you in there. How long's a piece of string? Twice as long as half of it, but there to there. Well, it's a good start. Part A. A little dabble do ya. Turned an easy job into a very hard one. That's it, drop the wheel off. I'm definitely buying one of those stands. Breaking too many wheels. Bugger. See, if I had one of those stands, that would be beautiful. All right. Okay, just a touch of a touch of elasticity in it and let it go. And all we need now is a short piece to go from there to there. Okay, that. Let's put a bit of this on. The line about there. Tensioning droplets. That's good. Right. You beautiful ting, you beautiful ting. Right. You gunky thing, you. Now we have to be careful of the wire. all spruced up, back to better than how I made it in the first place. So that in itself is what the objective was. Didn't have to do too much, but I did update it a fraction, so all good that ends good. Got all the wheels and stuff that's supposed to be underneath it on it. I placed one wheel 3 times, but there you go. Thank you for watching.